Hey y'all, Funky Butterfly here. Today I'm going to show you how to paint a really fun, funky boho table. Let's go.
Okay, I have wetted this. What I want to do is I'm calling it a color wash. I don't want to make it crazy, but I want to do that really fun, funky, blended look that I love to do. So I'm going to take my blending brush and I think, well, first of all, let me get the paint going. I'm going to use the insider brush. I'm going to do Old 57 and I'm going to get a good amount on there. But remember, this is wet. So I'm going to start doing my my strokes, getting that on there. Use that same brush for right now, so I'm going in with orange because I have a lot of orange here. I painted my wicker chairs in orange. So I want to start up here on this corner and then I'm just going to lightly blend this down, just like that. Yeah, you all can see, I can see it. I'll post photos, I promise, but I will seal this with a poly because it is outside. Now I am under a cover, but rain does come in here. So I would hate to walk out here one day. Hey, although it might do a little bit more of the blendy for me. I would probably love it, y'all. Now I'm gonna take my blending brush, okay, watch this. And I'm just gonna start blending those together with my brush. Just like that. So you're gonna get that really soft watercolor look with just those two colors. Right now, Firestarter orange and blue is Old 57. Now the rug that's down here has orange, green, and blue in it. So I'm gonna use a little bit of green too, but I'm just gonna do this right now. And it really does look like that little bit of a beachy, and I don't want it too stripey, so any place where I'm looking on camera and I see a stripe, I'm softly blending that. Okay, let's go with Salty Kiss. That's the green that I have out here. See how easy that is? Now I'm gonna use a different brush and I'm gonna get my green started right over here. Because these colors, I'm just incorporating. I don't like things to be matchy, but I also like it to be cohesive or consistent, or I want it to be there for a reason. I also have some Liquid Sunshine. I have to use my Liquid Sunshine. This is Liquid Sunshine. And I'm gonna put that right next to that green. And when it blends together, it's gonna give like a custom color that is so pretty bright and cheery. But I wanna get some full color going on there. So you see, I'm just kind of putting it right up next to, without going too crazy. I'll move the camera down, but I think you guys can see that. It's always fun when you go live outside. Although the rain is starting to stop. Okay, so you can see how I'm doing this. Just bringing it right up into those colors and then stopping and then still getting it wet. And now I'm gonna blend. And like I said, I will go around these edges. I don't wanna get too much there right now. But I also don't want this to look too stripey. So that's why I'm keep going over it with my DIY synthetic blending brush. Y'all, these are my most favorite brushes in the whole lineup. These are made by Paint Pixie, but you can only get them through DIY. All right, I'm looking at it. I'm gonna do a little bit more Liquid Sunshine. Wipe that brush back again. Put the Liquid Sunshine right on my brush, and then I'm gonna go right next to that. And then of course, yellow and blue make green. So that makes a really pretty custom color as well. So I just keep moving down the table. Not too formal, not too fancy. It's not so painted, if you know what I mean, right? You can blend these colors and not get such a, oh, you painted your table, instead of this really soft, funky boho look. So it's almost like a canvas. Now, I've thought of painting some designs on here or doing a beach scene. That would be really fun. But I like to live with my, my things for a while. Oh, those two colors together are amazing. All right, here comes the trick. Y'all, if you haven't gotten the DIY blending brush, this is what does it. Watch me blend this. Just like that. I go fairly quickly. I don't want to splash it, so I'm being a little careful around here on my edges. And then you're pulling colors from the other sides, and it's very wet, so it's giving a very light, funky. Y'all know I like funky. Oh, I'm slightly obsessed. I'm going to show you just another really fast trick with golden ticket. I will layer this on, and I'll go all around the edges. Make sure you can see that. This is something that I'm kind of known for. If it's got golden ticket around the edges, it's probably a funky butterfly. So I will go around, I'll let it dry a little bit more, and then I think what I would like to do is even come down and layer it probably like right down in the cracks here, and give that even a more of a layered look. I'll bring the camera up so y'all can see that, because for me, it's not done until the golden ticket goes on. So, blending it down, having it on the edges like that. I love to go up close so you all can truly see what these colors, again, Firestarter, Old 57, Salty Kiss, and Liquid Sunshine. I couldn't think of the other one. And that is what it looks like when you're just gonna go ahead and do a really light wash with lots of water and then add your patinas. Again, it's gonna look so much better when it dries, but even right now, y'all, hold on. Even right now, positively love it. Show you from the back. All right, everybody, see, now do you get it? all of those colors look amazing. I love it. As I can, I took golden ticket and I went around and I edged it. Now over there, a lot of people are asking if I was gonna paint the sides. Fun tip here, y'all. Let me get down here. Fun tip. I always say, live with your projects for a while, walk around and look at it. I really thought that I was gonna paint the brown metal when I finished this last Wednesday over there. I since have looked at it, and it goes with my brown wicker furniture, so those colors are all tying together. If I paint this the same, you know, funky color as I did this, it's not gonna have that grounding element, if that makes sense. I need the dark and the depth to add the grounding and to go with the brown wicker furniture that I have behind me. So that's just a fun little design tip, y'all. But I will go around and paint the raw edges, but I'll do that later. So all I did was I took the golden ticket and I was just going around the edges. Let me take it up here. Yeah, you can see that. And I want to just get a little bit more. I'm going to move the camera and put it right up here, because I want to get a little bit of poly on this. Hold on, I'm going to put the camera right up. Hold on. So it just has a little bit of gold going on here. It goes all the way around, and it's just a really soft look. If you watched me paint this on DIY, it took, what, 15 minutes? A lot of water. A lot of people kept asking what's in the bottle. It's always just water. Water and DIY paint. DIY paint is what allows you to get this kind of look, because it's not self-leveling. That is a huge thing y'all need to get. DIY paint is all clay-based, not mineral-based, clay-based, meaning that clay is going to get down into whatever you're painting. You want it to sink down and get into the wood or whatever you're painting. If it's self-leveling, it's going to just hover on the top. Now, that can be a really cool project, but not for what I like to do, which is why you can blend it with water and get these really soft, cool, as I like to say, my watercolor technique. That's so fun. And then, of course, a little bit of gold splatter. I stayed away from one area. Let me just put a little bit of sealer on that. Hold on. Gonna get up again. I'm just gonna do clear poly. Now, you can put big top on here. Like I said before, this is underneath of a porch. Now, it is covered, but rain and wind will come in on all sides here. So just to be extra, and I'm going to show you something too. Extra safe, I'm going to use a poly and I do a satin. I want to do a satin, I want it a little shiny, but I just had an idea. I just put the gold splatters on there. So watch what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna bring the camera up. I think this is gonna be beautiful. So it's as easy as this. Now, I use a synthetic brush. This one's not DIY, but I paint with the DIY synthetic brushes. Oh no, the splatters are staying just fine. I was hoping it was gonna blend that just a little bit for me. Now this is gonna darken the color, just like it would if you were waxing DIY paint. Now, wax is always last. I could go back on top of this when I'm done, after this dries, and wax on top. I have done that on some of my furniture. I'm gonna set this here, hold on, and then just really fast. This will dry lighter. It's just gonna deepen that color, but this is gonna give a really good protection, and it's what I need if I'm doing an outside project. Even though we're undercover, again, element, you know, rain, wind, anything can still get on here. So I just wanna make sure it's a little more protected. And I'm telling you, I thought I was gonna be able to blend some of the golden ticket, but it's already, it's already on there that fast, so that's awesome. Golden ticket is also, it's also a top coat. Oh, we just had a big bird go flying by. I love me some wildlife, y'all. This is where we have some alligators right out there in that lagoon. I haven't seen them for a while. So you can see the difference. I'm looking on camera with nothing on it, and then when you're gonna put the poly on. And then I'm gonna go in and get this all nice and straight, but this is gonna dry and just give that really soft, protected look. All right, let me finish with this, the first coat on. I will probably go back on when this dries and add a second coat and just get my lines really, really straight. But again, for that really crazy, I call it haphazard, not so perfect look, I'm gonna let this dry, probably do 2 coats of the poly. The colors that I used on here, y'all, were 057 Liquid Sunshine, Firestarter, which is the orange, and I think I had a little bit of Salty Kiss. I will really have to go back and watch. Look at me, it's like over 100 out here, you guys.
No matter the weather, it dried perfectly funky. I love it. Don't forget, you can catch me on my Facebook page where I go live on Wednesdays, and the DIY paint page every other Wednesday at 2 p.m. Thanks for watching, y'all.